Well, welcome, Norma, and thank you for being with us for our Lunch and Learn here today. We're excited to hear about your experience. So let's get right into it. Let's hear where you're from.
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me over. I am from Mexico City originally, but I've been living here in San Antonio for 25 years. So this is my home now. And yes, and I've been here a patient for PRMA for the last year.
Okay, and what brought you to PRMA?
Well, unfortunately, what brings you here is something that not everybody is looking for. I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma on my right breast in August of 2019. So I had a consultation here in September, and then I had surgery on October 22nd of 2019.
And what procedure did you have?
I had a DIEP following mastectomy. So it was a single unilateral mastectomy and followed by an immediate reconstruction, a DIEP flap.
And what was your pain level like following that DIEP flap?
Oh, that was nothing. I had zero pain. I was completely fine. I had a little bit of trouble waking up from the surgery. The surgery was a little bit long, like expected. And I didn't wake up until the following day. So I guess that was a good thing because I as soon as I woke up, I stood up and I started walking. And it was a swift recovery. I think the hardest thing was laughing. Laughing was hard because I had to have my pillow and just try to laugh. And my kids were making me laugh so much. So it's funny. It was bittersweet. It was kind of a nice time.
And what about your revision surgery? Was that the same way?
The revision surgery was a little bit different, I guess, because the medications are different too. And the pain was not really pain. I was just more uncomfortable because there's a lot of bruising. So you just feel the skin a little sore and sensitive. But it was really no pain either. It was just more uncomfortable, I guess, but nothing really bad.
Yeah. What about the care from your nurses and PRMA? How did you feel?
Oh, that was wonderful. They were all really very caring, and they were quick to answer my questions, and I had tons of questions. So I was like, every day, this is my question of the day, or maybe the question of the morning and the afternoon. I always had an answer that same day or early in the morning, and it was all the information that I was asking for, I was given.
Is there anything about your journey that you would change at this point? Are you happy with your results?
You have to be very patient because every stage takes time. And of course, here with the COVID, things took a little bit more longer than what I was expecting. But I know that I'm here. This is the first thing, I'm here after being faced with a very awful thing. I'm here. I'm whole.
And how do you feel about your results?
The thing is with unilateral mastectomy, things are a lot harder because you have to match one thing with another. In my case, what another extra thing is that I had radiation after the DIEP. So that puts a little more pressure on everybody to try to keep the tissue healthy. We had a lot of therapies and all that. My tissue is pretty healthy. So we're still working on getting the symmetry where it needs to be. But so far it's getting along really good.
Good. And would you recommend anyone to PRMA?
Oh, of course. Of course. I wouldn't recommend any other place because I just don't see any other place working the way PRMA does it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate you taking the time to share your story and share your journey.
Well, thank you so much for letting me share all of this. if anybody can benefit of my story, I would more than gladly do it all over again. Thank you.